super. I like Sadie. I like Sadie. I like Sadie.
Hot down, Marston! Hot down, Marston! Hot down, Marston!
Super.
The catnip gets its slice. The catnip gets its slice. The catnip gets its slice.
Okay, and we're live. Welcome to the live stream. Jerry Harris, I don't know if you're still here, but thank you for your chat. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your views. The goal of tonight's live stream was to connect it to YouTube so that it would be searchable before we went live, which looks easy to you as a viewer, but it required some maneuvering on my part to figure out how to do that. So we pretty much accomplished our goal for the night. But we'll be up for an hour or so. Hello to you. I believe your name is Indian. I cannot pronounce it. If you write it out phonetically, I'll say it. But I appreciate you being here. Also, the secondary goal is to get comfortable in front of the camera and to be more at ease with these live streams. So you're helping me. You're helping me just by being here and listening to me talk. Rattle on about nothing. Arthur is running to Lake Isabella. I do have news. I have December news, but we shall wait until there are more people here before I share it. How is everyone tonight? Glynis Coleman, greetings. Channel member and great friend of the channel, Glynis Coleman. Greetings and happy Thanksgiving. Well, I'll tell you, Glynis, because you're a channel member. I am writing an Arthur Christmas story, a very Arthur Morgan Christmas for December. Metro Ediths 538. Hello, greetings and salutations. Thanks for being here. I'm really looking forward to it. I put up the first couple paragraphs on Instagram because I was so proud. The words just flowed like the blood from a raid on Shady Belle. Micah T, greetings. Welcome back. I have news for you as well. Regarding Black Friday, I purchased the complete series of Parks and Recreation on DVD. It was on sale. It's on super sale on Amazon. I didn't even think about it. I've been wanting that series for a while now. How is everyone tonight? Is everyone ready for Thanksgiving? Glynis Coleman, glad to finally catch a stream. Happy Thanksgiving to you and Sadie. Yes. We're going over to an auntie's tomorrow, and it's very dog friendly there. Sadie's welcome. She's actually the aunt that I got Sadie from, and two of her litter mates are there. So she will be able to see some old friends, some old family members. That'll be fun. Also, chickens. They have live chickens in the backyard. Micah T, that's great. Do you plan on buying anything else? Well, I'll show you. I will show you. If you are familiar with a little game called Metal Gear Solid, I got. Quiet. She doesn't speak much. That's a joke. I didn't actually get her for Black Friday. She was. I bought her off eBay, and I didn't exactly forget about her, but she was coming from China, and it took about 5 weeks. She also comes with a little 1911 and a little knifey knife. She's not 1.6. She's probably 1.9. She's kind of small, and she's very buff. She works out, and she has the M. I think this is an M24, the sniper rifle. I don't know. I've been wanting to add her to the collection for a while now, so I'm glad I got her. Anyways, she kind of arrived on Black Friday. I was very happy about that. And as far as buying anything else, no, not really. I don't care. Nothing major. Unless Amazon gives me another amazing suggestion that I cannot resist, which they're really good at doing, so you never know. So yes, we're going to a Thanksgiving barbecue. There's a moose. That moose is friends with the white Arabian, and I hate taking that moose. I never take that moose because they're friends, and I don't want to freak out the white Arabian by killing her best friend. Can't do that. That's no way to start a relationship. Micah T, our watch is normally on sale during Black Friday. Everything is, Micah. Just check on Amazon. I'm sure if you like, the higher end shops like Joma's shop, I don't know if you know about that shop. I'm sure they have Black Friday sales. Odog, greetings and salutations. Just in time, friend. Happy Thanksgiving. It's interesting, there's a 20-second gap latency between you and me. I suppose that the algorithm can pick up naughty words or if I show any kind of objectionable content. But it makes it difficult for me. It takes some getting used to. Everything about the stream takes some getting used to. It gets easier and easier for me. And I believe, personally, I am improving exponentially with each stream. However, that's why I keep them up. And I'm glad you're here to help me. Leroy, hey folks, apologies, I'm a bit late to the party. You're just in time, friend, and I'm glad you're here. Odog, happy Turkey Day, everyone. Yes, happy Turkey Day to you as well.
Nice and easy.
I'm going to a barbecue. My uncle is I don't know what you would call a master barbecue, but he's really good and really proud at barbecuing. And I'm sure we'll have steak and tri-tip and chicken and a deep fried turkey probably. And also it's dog friendly, so Sadie's going to really indulge.
Settle down. Whoa.
And hopefully she'll have fun. Glennis Coleman, Arabians freak out about everything. The ones at the barn tonight were freaking out about some new cows across the street. Yes, those are some strange looking horses. I can completely sympathize. They are strange looking horses that are not elegant. Micah, do you plan on doing an updated house tour? Yes, I have that. I have that in my mental queue for December. Also, I have a very Arthur Morgan Christmas story that I'm working on. I just started today. I'm very happy. I'm very happy with how it's progressing. And if we get more people, I will read you what we have so far. It's going to be fun. Leroy, I personally am against the breeding of most Arabians. There are some at my stable that are constantly snorting and struggling to breathe, much like French bulldogs, I would imagine.
That's it, girl.
Sadie is friends with a French bulldog on our walk. One of the rare smaller dogs that
Good job.
is not aggressive towards her and is actually friendly. That dog's name is Noosh, short for Anushka. I'm not sure what the ethnicity is. Leroy, and of course their riders are some fancy posh people that brag about spending around $24,000 on them. Yes, well, I guess it goes with the territory. It's a high-end horse.
Easy, girl.
We can get one for about $500 in game, or we can find him in the wild, like Arthur did right now. Micah, do you know if Dalmatians make good pets? I believe they're. I had a friend who had a Dalmatian, and the Dalmatian was very skittish, but also so was her mom. So I don't know if the dog reflected on her personality, but she seemed a little high-strung, both the owner and the dog. And that's my only experience with Dalmatians. I have a lot of experience with pit bulls, Labradors, and Rottweilers, and I can actually highly recommend all of those breeds. Lady Hellfire 75, welcome. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. We're going to a barbecue tomorrow, me and Sadie. And Sadie will meet some of her litter mates who she hasn't seen in almost 2 years, so she'll be very happy, I'm sure. Leroy, depends on your living style, Micah. I suppose so. I'm glad you're here, all of you. Thank you. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for helping me with this chat. I appreciate your views. And I have no idea what Arthur's doing here and why he didn't take his course. Glennis Coleman, Dalmatians are good as long as they get plenty of exercise, and they also have problems with deafness. Sadie does not have problems with deafness, but she does have problems with minding, which could be construed as deafness. Micah T, I would love to either get a Dalmatian Australian Shepherd sometime, or an Australian Shepherd sometime in the future. Also have a lot of experience with Huskies, which are also a great breed. But I do like the short hairs. I prefer a short hair. A short-haired medium dog is probably my sweet spot for dogs. Those shepherds are smart. Some of the smartest dogs. Sadie, alas, is not the smartest, the sharpest tool in the shed. Sometimes I think there's a one-man band streaming music in her brain. And she does seem to have well, I call her a dinosaur brain. She does seem to have a little brain proportionally with the size of her body. I hate saying that, but it's true. Leroy, my heart is true to Amstaff's American Staffordshire Terrier. I have two right now named Junebug and Calypso. Those are great names, and I love American Staffordshires. Those are smart dogs. And poor Sadie, sometimes I can see the wheels turning behind her eyes. She's trying so hard to figure out what I'm asking her. And you can almost see the frustration. And I'm very patient. I'm not going to she's not going to get punished or beaten if she doesn't mind or do what. She's not great at learning things. Arthur's being overly aggressive. This is an old Free Roam Fridays that we're watching. Glennis Coleman, short hair is great, but I would be out of work, LOL. Are you a dog groomer, Glennis? Sadie still sheds an amazing amount. I have to Swiffer the apartment. I should every day, but I probably do every two or 3 days. Jerry Harris. I have two Bostons, Layla and Jules. Those are also great names.
Easy, easy.
I don't understand, personally, how you can have two dogs. I understand it, you know, the pack mentality, but it's hard enough for me to have one. Glynis Coleman, yes I am, 30 years, wow. You're great with dogs, obviously. Some would say that's a dream job. I would. Leroy, I like short hair dogs. I groom enough long hair and wire hair dogs at my job. Dog groomer here. We have we have two dog groomers in the chat. Statistically, and there's 10 viewers, so 20% of the chat is dog groomers. We really should do something about that. Perhaps I should make more dog grooming videos. Lady Hellfire 75. Micah, the Dalmatian is a great dog. Needs lots of exercise and patience. Be sure to get it tested for deafness, though. That is the major fault. I tested Sadie for deafness. I was snapping my fingers and she was very confused of what I was doing. And this hand, she if I hold my hands like this, she thinks there's treats in the hand. This is obviously a treat position for her. So she didn't respond to the snaps as much as there might be treats in the hand.
Yeah.
Dalmatians are very pretty dogs. I'll grant you that, but there aren't that many dogs that I would not call pretty. Glynis Coleman, I groom cats as well. Well, fun fact, I've had cats most of my life. I've had I think I've had 4 cats. And I've never had a dog, even though I've known many dogs in my life before Sadie. Sadie was the first dog. And as much as I love cats, I love dogs even more. It's a completely different experience. But it's so much, for me personally, it's so much richer and fulfilling. Leroy, lucky, where I work is strictly dogs. Do you know, I'll ask a groomer question. You know that the hair that grows between the pads over here? I always that needs trimming, I believe, or does it have to be trimmed? I mean, in the wild, they wouldn't trim it. It would just grow. And so, I don't know if that's necessary. Sadie's never been groomed. I've always taken care of it. I like giving her baths and filing her nails. When we started, when I first got her, I just assumed that bathing her would be an excellent bonding routine situation, and it does. It turned into it. You know, it's like she has always loved the hose, the garden hose. That's joy and unmitigated pleasure to her. But the shower was terror and the worst thing that you could possibly imagine to her at first. Leroy, if too long, I do suggest trimming them or shaving. Micah, cutting rabbit's nails is also hard. I currently have one. Yeah, I don't even know how to start on that. I don't use a clipper. I use an emery board. It's easier and it's less frightening for Sadie. So the first couple showers that we did, her tail would curl under like a letter J, and she would just curl up under my arm, and she was just so scared and frightened. You know, it's like pleasant warm water, and I'm talking to her, and I've got treats. But now she'll just walk into the shower like it's nobody's business. It's not a big deal to her anymore. Tails up. Let's do this. Let's have fun. Lots of shaking. Where's my treat? David, welcome friend. Happy Thanksgiving. What's for dinner? Glynis, if the hair is very long, I will trim it. I call it a break job, but if it isn't, I don't worry about it. It's not super long. You know, it's something I play with when she's sleepy and I'm playing with her pads. I like to twist it. She doesn't mind. Leroy, I clip my dog's nails because they will not use a scratch board. They'll nibble on it and fall asleep on it, but refuse to scratch it. David, fried chicken. I'd eat that. I hope you made enough for the chat. We have 10 viewers, and everyone will want at least 1.5 pieces. Glad we got some mods up here. Shout out to the mods. As I was working on this video this morning, or actually finding videos for for the stream, I realized that there was another deluxe bath in this video, and I don't want the streams to have deluxe baths in them. I don't want that to become a feature of it, but you know, it's just a coincidence. Lady Hellfire, I'm looking at getting either a Prisa Canero or a Bear Bowl. I don't know either of those breeds. I have a history with large guard working dogs. My favorite was Pibble. I love large dogs. I love big dogs. I had a girlfriend who had a Great Dane, and I loved that dog more than her. That's a different story. David V. just did a whole chicken, 8 pieces. Micah T. Do you have a favorite soundtrack in this game? Good question. And I think I would say that I like that I enjoy just the horse riding ambient music, and the horse racing. I like the horse racing music, of course. Something I would have to think about. Hey, Stephen Cole, greetings. I'll have a leg or a wing, David. David, one of each left. Leroy, love Precias and beer bowls. Great taste there. David B. Willie Nelson. On the road again. I like most of the music in Red Dead, partly because it's not necessarily copyright free, but Rockstar doesn't flag it, so we can use it in many different scenarios, especially the ambient music from the piano or
You'll be amazed
or
at the
you know,
difference
like
it
Uncle
makes.
playing
It's
banjo
right next door.
or Miss Grimshaw singing Buffalo Gals. I've used that a lot.
Just come back if you need anything.
The only music that is copyrighted and that gets flagged is the song when Arthur returns from Gorma and gets his 3-pipe alto piano and rides back to camp. Stephen Cole, I love the Red Dead 2 Mystic music. Same here. Lady Hellfire, dogs are for people that need to be worshipped as gods.
Would you like
Cats
something
are for
here?
people that are strong enough to be woken up by a god demanding a sacrifice. Very well said.
Good.
Micah T,
Relax.
my favorite soundtrack is that one that plays when in shootouts in Saint Denis and has an organ in the background.
You let
I
me
know that
if you
one.
need to scrub anywhere else.
Leroy, I'm a sucker for guard breeds. My staffs aren't much for guarding, but my Caucasian and Roddy aren't as affectionate as them. David B, horse racing
Let me
too.
know if the
Yeah,
weather
the
gets
horse
cold.
racing. Everyone loves that horse race music.
You must get some bad men in here.
The more you get to know this place.
I know so many dogs just because most of the girls that I've dated, most of the women I've dated have had dogs, usually medium to large breeds. They also were mostly left-handed, which seems like an odd coincidence. But so left-handed arty girls with bigger dogs, and that's either who's attracted to me or I'm attracted to. It's six of one, half a dozen of the other. David V. Last cat I had was Mrs. Norris. I know Mrs. Norris. Harry Potter reference. Well, David has a bunch of Harry Potter kids. Leroy, I love pet names with Mrs. or Mr. in them. Yes, it seems more respectful that way, I suppose. At any rate, I would develop relationships with the dog that, in my mind, would rival the relationship with their owner. And when we would inevitably break up, probably because I screwed things up by being too selfish or
Morning.
paying too much attention to something else outside the relationship, I would always miss the dog more. I'd always find I would miss the dog more, which I know says something shallow about me, but what can I say?
Hi there, mister.
David, I'm going to a barbecue tomorrow, and Sadie is also invited. It's dog friendly, and she'll meet 2 of her litter mates. David B, TV and phone are 4 seconds apart. That's better than what I've got here, David, which is 20 seconds apart. Latency, well, it's 20 seconds, so the algorithm can catch naughty words, I think, or questionable topics of conversation. Because there's a lot you can't talk about on YouTube that I usually don't talk about. David, I have I'm working on an ODOG, David and ODOG, you probably don't know. I'm working on a Christmas story for Arthur Morgan. Very Merry Christmas that we will have later in the next month. I'll probably put it up 2 weeks before Christmas. I don't want it on Christmas Eve just because like Christmas decorations, I want people to enjoy it before the holidays, even though we will have a holiday stream. Kodak is a terror. 5 months and 51 pounds. Yes. Well, those are those are fun times, and they don't last forever. So, so enjoy the puppyhood, the puppy energy. Sadie still has puppy energy, which I am very happy about. Yes, we have a Christmas story. Very pleased. I started writing it this morning. In fact, we have enough people here that I will share what I have so far. I don't have a title for it yet. It was a cold and wintry night at Lake Isabel, and the moon reflected off the crisp, frozen landscape, casting a chilling silver haze over the snow and ice. Arthur Morgan and his trusty steed, Biscuit, were camped on the lake, minding their own business, perhaps searching for a moose, or a legendary white bison, or the noble white Arabian.
Of course.
The date was December 24th, Christmas Eve, though Arthur was barely aware of it. Christmas was not important to Arthur, and though he was happy to exchange gifts with the gang, miscellaneous pieces of jewelry for the girls, gold belt buckles for the boys, except of course for Dutch and Hosea, who always received gold pocket watches, Arthur, for the most part, preferred to spend his Christmas holiday in solitude, usually in nature, with only the creatures of the wilderness as boon companions. Some of those boon companions may end up with an express round between the eyes, but no worries, those animals were only sleeping. Arthur was thinking about sleeping himself when he heard the crack of a frozen branch at the edge of the campire's shadowy orange glow. Who goes there? Who goes there? Arthur called out, one hand on his cattleman, feeling a bit like Bill Williamson for some reason. Merely a humble traveler, a warm and friendly voice called out, hoping to share your fire, and perhaps, if you and your horse are amenable, a bit of Christmas cheer. As the stranger spoke, he approached the campfire and stepped into the light. He was a curious figure in a red coat with white fur, a big white beard, and a waistline that rivaled Mr. Pearson's. He was unarmed, except of course for the Viking battle axe with Norse runes engraved in the handle, which was stuck jauntily in his wide black belt. Despite his axe, Arthur felt no threat from this stranger. In fact, he was almost overcome with strange, giddy feelings of fellowship and goodwill. Even Biscuit snorted happily at the stranger in red, and Biscuit was an excellent judge of character. "Come closer, mister," Arthur replied. Sit by the fire and warm yourself." "Thank you, kind sir," the gentleman laughed cheerfully as he sat down across from Arthur on a log that Arthur had not noticed before.
There, girl.
And that is how far we got so far. I'm very happy and very excited about this new dimension to the channel and and for a Christmas story for all of you. The plot in my brain is Santa has lost his sleigh and Arthur needs to go find it. And Arthur is confused whether he's really Santa or just a madman. It'll be fun. I'm very excited. David can't wait for the rest of it. Me neither. It's going to be fun. Lady Hellfire put me in a group of humans and animals, and it's the animals' names that are always remembered. Glennis C., I like it. I'm glad you do, and I'm glad you're here to hear. Stephen Cole, great story. Yes, it's a great story so far. It's going to be a lot of fun to finish. I have the whole thing in my head. I just need to get it out, get the words out. But it's fun. I haven't written in a long time, even though I write the narrations. I always have a script for these videos, but that's just something I can do almost immediately. I have an idea in my head, and it just comes out. ODOG, need to get it to audio or paper with Rockstar's blessing or comic. Well, we'll get it to audio. We'll have a narration, with footage of Lake Isabel and wherever else we need to go. I thought I don't know, I don't want it to be violent, but it might be fun for Santa's sleigh to have been stolen by the O'Driscolls, and Arthur needs to raid Hanging Dog Ranch. But Santa wouldn't want him to kill everyone, and I don't think we can hogtie all of Hanging Dog Ranch. I don't think we could do that. So he might have just lost his sleigh, I don't know, somewhere in West Elizabeth. David, there's Hailstrom. That's a great name. Stephen Cole, I always enjoy listening to your game narration. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate you saying that. Like Dutch, I am in love with the sound of my own voice, regrettably. Though it wasn't always that way. I used to hate the sound of my voice. It took me a long time to appreciate it. Though everyone else did. I mean, before the channel. Budog, maybe make O'Driscoll's raiding wagon and steal presents. LOL. Yes, see? That would be fun, but it just would involve violence, and I don't want it to be violent.
Easy, easy.
Even though I did give Santa a Norse battle axe.
Hey now. Go easy.
Man, it took nothing for Arthur to tame that Perlina. What's that about?
You're okay, girl. There, girl.
David, rarely get any moose there also. I don't even look. We're too far from a trapper up here. And there's just too many Murphy brood encounters and random cougars. Super irritating.
Yeah.
Lady Hellfire, if I look, I might have some Hailstrom on my computer. Glynis Coleman, I like how you put historical info in your streams. Thanks for noticing. No one ever comments on that. I never know if anyone's paying attention to that part. I really enjoy that. I really enjoyed adding something that, having people learn something. Not necessarily you, but all the 12-year-olds who are watching this stream or watching the videos instead of paying attention in school. It's pretty much for them. David V, that's who I name it after. History is important. History repeats, the same defeats. To quote Elvis Costello, the glib replies, the same deceits.
Stay, girl.
Iron Grey Ardennes. I do like the Iron Grey Ardennes, or the Ardennes on Arthur. They're nice and chunky, but they're just, to me, they're like the monster truck of horses. They're just too big for Arthur. Hortus, greetings, friends. I'm glad you're here. Hortus, another old friend of the channel. Happy Thanksgiving, Hortus. Leroy, hey folks, I'm back. Sorry, I'm back after some technical difficulties. I understand that completely. These live streams are all about sorting out my technical difficulties, so I appreciate you being here. Hortus, Ardennes are too cumbersome for my taste. It's interesting that the pre-order bonus horse was an Ardennes. I don't know what that's about. You would think it would have been, but it's just the game developers wanted Arthur to have an Ardennes or a warhorse. Jerry Harris, I named my horse Ennio after the great composer Ennio Morricone. Love him. I have him on vinyl. L'Estasi dell'Oro, The Ecstasy of Gold. It's one of my favorite operatic symphony soundtracks. It's from The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. I've talked about it before.
Okay, girl.
Love Ennio Morricone. Also,
There, girl.
he did the soundtrack for The Thing, and Quentin Tarantino used him on The Hateful Eight.
Yep.
He might have done some original music for The Hateful Eight. I'd have to look that up. But L'Estasi dell'Oro is probably my all-time favorite theme from him. David V. Angus or Agnes, depending on what I get for the Iron Grey. That's a great name. It's very phonetic. Glennis Coleman. I like Arthur on the larger horse, John on the small horses. Same here. Or rather, I like Arthur on medium horses, medium slim horses, and I like John on small horses, Appaloosas, Arabians, Mustangs, and of course Rachel. Jerry Harris. XA, Sea of Gold is my posse name online. Everybody join Jerry Harris's posse. If you're here, I'm happy to do that. I'm never online.
Yeah.
Is there snow in Saint Denis, or there's snow in online yet? Is there going to be snow this year? I usually rely on Serena for my Red Dead Online updates, unless there's something just major that I feel I need to report on, which I get from Newswire. Horses, I like larger sized horses, like thoroughbreds and Turks for Arthur. Smallest I go is a trotter. Well, I can't argue with that, as I love the Brindle and Biscuit and the Piebald Hungarian, and I get those on pretty much every playthrough. David V, my black American Standard bred right now is Fenris Sulphur. Don't know that reference, but I'm sure it's a good one. Hate this area of the map. Haven't really done it justice in the videos, just because I dislike it so completely. I hate the weather. I hate the density of trees, the old growth. I hate the Murphy Brood. But pound for pound, there's more mysteries up here than there are in all of New Austin. The dream catchers, which I've never made videos on. It ends up here. You get an arrowhead. The whispering in the forest. Not Bigfoot, the Wolfman. Those signal trees that are at right angles. The Egyptian trees. They're up here. Trail trees, I believe they're called.
You're all right, girl.
David B. Hellhound. Yes. Yes, indeed. I should have known that.
You okay, boy?
There's another long-haired dog that needs to be brushed. Linus, I hope there is snow. I have been working on my winter outfit, and it will snow all over the map. It starts in December. Okay, it's good to know. Oh dog, support, I agree, larger horses for the win. Okay, come here. Up, up. Someone wants to say hi. Come, up.
Wait,
Come on.
girl.
Come on. There you go.
Stay.
Okay. There. Someone was confused as why I'm talking so much and needs to say hello. She's already been walked and fed and watered and other bodily functions that are interesting to dog owners and not so much to the general public.
Wait here, girl.
So she's pretty much ready to, and she's pretty much ready for bed.
Hey, boy. Here.
Okay, here. Sit over here. Sit over here. Okay? There you go. There you go. There, Wolf.
Wow, who do we have here?
I say there, Wolf, to her a lot. It's a young Frankenstein reference that you may know. Werewolf, there, Wolf. Hey! Odog Heart, yes. Sadie loves you as well. David, all black playthrough, my honor, just high enough for gambler's outfit. Now down I go. Stephen Cole, she's a pretty dog.
What you want to
Sadie
go with?
says, thank you. Thank you. Say thank you to Stephen Cole. He likes you. Likes you. She thinks everybody likes her.
This horse will pass for no
She thinks everyone she meets is a friend she hasn't met yet, which is just a wonderful way to go through life. David V, give Sadie a pat from Uncle Dave. Okay, this is a Sadie pat. Okay, thank you. Thank you. There.
Almost that now. Real good one.
Sure. I wonder if you can see her paws. I will show that the
You're
dog,
all right, girl.
the dog groomers her paw. Let's see. Can you see? There. That's the fur I'm talking about in there. But you're not paying attention. Okay, never mind. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Alright. Just sit. Good girl. Alright. Now, where were we?
Hey, partner. Hey there.
She's under the desk right now, licking my foot. Which is, it's just fine, I guess. She wants to do that.
Sorry,
I'm happy
girl.
for her. Sorry if you're getting mid-roll ads. I don't have control over that. YouTube is doing that. I just got an alert that there was one. I don't mind ads after the live stream. I mean, after the official live stream. And I don't necessarily want them in the live stream. David V. Kodak went to the groomer today. As soon as he got home, roll in the hay. Would you like to roll in the hay? Roll. Didn't she just die, Terry Gar? So sad. What, the big knockers? Oh, I think you had doctor. Lady Hellfire. Oh, and by the way, the yeeting of the monk was monstrously successful yesterday. Oh, that's funny. So embarrassing. I wish we could do something like that on our channel, but we can't do it. Can't. Bertram and what's the guy's name? They have a very strange relationship with this lady.
Oh no, now family's not
It's
enough.
maternal.
No,
There's a little
he's
bit,
gone off alone.
but there's
My
something
little
else there.
tiny
Anyways,
magician has gone
David,
and
great funny
stabbed his
movie.
mom
I
on the
love
back.
Mel Brooks.
Oh,
Mel Brooks, to my mind, does not can do no wrong, or did do no
Put the
wrong.
nice man down. Do something. You'll eat him.
Interesting. Mel
easy
Brooks
there.
has won
Easy
an
there.
Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. Pretty much for
Big guy.
the producers. Leroy, okay, again, apologies for my absence, more difficulties that I had to deal with. Hopefully, I'll be permanently back this time. I agree. But we're always happy to have you here. David V., American Horror Story. Leroy, easy now, Dumbledore said calmly. You know, I'm one season behind on American Horror Story, and I hesitate to say this, so I'm watching American Horror Story on Amazon Prime.
Keep that thing in a cage. You should think about who
The
you
New York. I think it's just called New York. Just for reference, I love American Horror Story. It's been one of my favorite series since it came out. I love the first season. My favorite season of all time is probably it's a tie between Coven and Freak Show. With Coven slightly higher because it's in New Orleans. But this American Horror Story is set in New York in the 80s, which is, you know, I like the music, and it's super gay. I think perhaps 100% gay. I don't think there's one heterosexual relationship in the series. And that's okay, I guess. But I mean, for the story they're telling, and it's about a gay serial killer. But for me, I prefer the supernatural aspects of American Horror Story. I'm not really interested in a lifestyle super gay serial killer in New York in the 80s. And I don't even know if we're going to finish it this year. David V., best two seasons. I agree. In American Horror Story has always been a little, you know, like I would say 30% gay. There has always been, and you know, that's fine. But this last season is, I think, pretty much 100% gay, which is okay if you're gay, I guess. But it's also Hotel with Lady Gaga. But it was, you know, it was a little on the racier side for me. But I would, you know, it's nothing that we review, or, you know, it's like a family channel. So I don't know. The world has gotten gayer, and so has our media.
14. I'm all right.
Just an observation, not a criticism.
Look when you walk, you piece of shit.
Let's go, girl.
Make it gay, as they said in the producers. As they sang in the producers. Now I want to watch some Mel Brooks. Dog, we'll be here. We'll be here for maybe another 10 minutes. I like to make these streams, these practice streams, about an hour long. The official streams will probably be 2 hours ish.
Hey, you're okay, girl.
What I mean by official streams, you may be wondering. Well, friends, I'm glad you asked. I want to stream pretty much on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The Friday stream will pretty much replace Free Roam Fridays. We're just going to live stream our Free Roam Fridays from now on. And then Saturday and Sunday. And actually Monday, I want a Marston Mondays stream, which will do the same thing as Free Roam Fridays. And then the Friday and Monday streams will be at the old time, I think. Well, maybe a little earlier because I want to do 2 hour streams. So it'd be 7 or 8 Pacific time, and then the Saturday and Sunday streams, I'm not sure when we'll do them. Perhaps during the day to get some of the Europeans. Leroy, I'm struggling to figure out how every time you show up to Roanoke Ridge, I come there every day and it's never there.
What you need?
Are you talking about the Andalusian or the Polino
You kind of look familiar.
or the moose? We got to the point. I found the
get that
moose.
sometimes. A feeling about
Moose
a
is
person
super
or a
rare.
place.
Moose is way
I
rarer
remember I stopped
than the
off in the town
Polino.
roads for a day or two last winter. Soon as I stepped foot in there, I sensed something. A mood.
But you have to understand, this is the magic of editing. I only show you the good parts. When we do the live streams, you're just going to get the straight gameplay, and
And I don't mean the normal kind of sadness in them southern towns. You see the color of my skin? I understand the difference well enough.
you'll see the boring
Something
parts.
else. I talked to a few
Though this
folks,
game, I don't
and it
believe
turns
is
out
boring at
something
all.
real bad did transpire.
I believe the Rockstar algorithm is every
That's right. You dig beneath the surface.
20 seconds something happens,
Seems
you know.
an innocent
But
kid.
that something might just be a rabbit
And the whole
running
place
across
has the blood on their
your
hands.
horse. But
Now, I didn't get into no details, and they don't like talking about it, but it's quite a thing. Like when you walk
I'm talking
into
about the
an empty room
Andalusian,
and
Leroy says.
immediately
Yes.
either feel laughter or
David,
tears.
go up to Charlotte's house, up to the
My
house
mama left
itself,
me for
and go
dead
back
as a child,
down. There's
and I've been
usually a
on my
moose
own ever
between the
since.
trees, right at the
That gives
road.
me a different eye for things.
I usually go
I don't hold
north
my pain. Not no
for
more.
all my moose needs.
I'm sure she
I
carried
try
that
not to
around,
get the one at Lake
just like
Isabella,
the
but
people
there's
of Rhodes
pretty
carries
stable
theirs.
moose spawn
Well,
at
can't be jawing all day. Things to do.
Cattail Pond. But I don't like getting females. Sometimes you get females up there. I always want to get a male, of course. Leroy, I wish I could use the magic of editing to get the Andalusian. Regrettably, just have to be patient. David V, Cattail Pond as well. Yes, indeed. The only time I really hunt up in this area is for Master Hunter 6 when I need an extra cougar. After that, I pretty much just leave this area alone. But that's just my preference.
Yep. Yeah.
Can you hear Sadie? She's under the desk, chewing on a bone. Sure did you hear that? The mic's picking it up. David, I'm at that point in Master Hunter as well. Yeah, Master Hunter is probably my favorite of the channels, or the challenges. It's the one I've done the most. The easiest is probably the Treasure Hunter, Explorer, but I do enjoy the hunting in this game.
Easy there, girl.
Most difficult, Gambler, of course. Or perhaps Herbalist. I would have to go with Gambler because it's more random. Herbalist just requires patience.
That's amazing.
If you say so.
Used to hate this fellow.
Are you magnificent?
Still kind of hate him a little bit.
I'm not going
But
back.
I'm
She's a witch.
curious about
She's a witch.
what's going on with him and Bertram and
Archery.
Miss Marjorie.
I'm the talent. It's me. It's all me. I share the money with her, and, you know that thing. No, stay away. You've made love to her, haven't you?
That's not
She's a succubus. She's a succubus.
Survivalist.
Stay away from
Ah, that's okay.
Hey, partner, come back here.
It's not one of my. It's a challenge that I will pretty much ignore unless I'm going for
Speak to you.
the Legends of the East outfit.
You got the wrong end of this.
Weapons expert, sharpshooter. Those are just fun.
I'm blowing it. He's
You're starting to...
Bandit, of course.
What the hell you pulling here? You're here, I'm gonna find you. Oh, that's
I always liked how bright the smoke is, just the smoke effects. I remember first playthrough, it was frustrating because I couldn't find this little SOB, but I really enjoyed
Come here.
just this unnatural blast of color.
Damn it.
David, Explorer, I finished first. Yeah,
Magnifico.
it's good to collect all that
Can't
cash.
make out of this, partner. Come on now, she ain't as bad as all
Glennis
that.
Coleman, I like herbalist, survivalist, horseman, bandit, and hunter. Don't have the patience for gambler. I was thinking of making a counting cards video and illustrating that with using blackjack footage. Counting cards for me is a good skill to have, just for the math involved, and I think our younger viewers would be interested in it. But I wonder,
Led me on a merry
I
old
question the
day.
legalities. I still have to think about it a bit.
Lady said you had a
David V.
contract.
never finished Gambler. Yeah, I only did it because I wanted to make videos on it.
Hold on there.
so long, dummy.
Where are you? Really? Really?
So yes, I have plenty of ideas for videos, for traditional videos. I'm just using these live streams to get good at live streams, and that's what we're focusing on now. But yes, we'll still be making regular videos. We will return to our regular scheduled programming, and
Damn it.
we're just adding live streams to the mix.
Oh, no. No, no, no. Oh, no, put me down. I ain't back. I'm gone on the next train to the Great White Way.
Really? You got enough for a ticket? Because the way Big Fanny tells it, you spent all of our takings on a case of the French pox.
Maybe I did. So what? What's
My
the
favorite
stump of a
NPC
showman for?
from these
Same
side
bad jokes,
missions,
the same
as
cheap
your
tricks,
favorite
and a
female
package
NPC,
half
as
the
you well
size.
know,
You
or
got
you may
Bertram.
know, is
You got
Sally
Dummy over
Nash.
there. Who is Dummy anyway? The missing link?
David, these are cool though. I'm glad you like
sold
them,
me out.
because
You should watch
I
your
originally
mouth.
started
need
Free Roam
me.
Fridays to
You're better
compete
off
with
without me. Even you,
live
dummy.
streams,
Go on, clear off.
just so you could
Aim
see,
for the top, all of you.
and
I'm out of food
they
and I'm out of
turned into
ideas. Leave me for the bears.
something
It won't
else.
be more than a mouthful.
David V, love interacting with you. I love interacting with you, David,
You were
and
gonna
all
be
of you in the
pulling
chat.
rabbits
That's
out of your
it's
ass until you are as old
it's
as you are.
exhilarating
Put 'em
is
up
the word
there.
I'm looking for. It's very thrilling.
Some friends.
We ain't friends.
And also I love the spontaneity of it, and
As much as it
the
pains me to
one-to-one.
say it.
It's
Still after
and the
drink.
collaboration.
Silly little
We
man.
build the chat,
Him.
Let him
or
at the
we
bar
build
agree to
the
help.
live stream and the
Sleeping rough don't suit
subsequent
much.
video
Come to
from the
mama.
chat interaction.
Oh, I did miss you.
So
Now,
without-
don't you ever run
without
on us
you,
like that again.
I'm just sitting here talking about nothing.
I'm glad it all worked
And the
out.
Thanks to you. Thank him, boys.
David V, member for
Well,
33
thanks for
months,
nothing, dummy.
Tahiti
Get in
level.
the bag.
Been here a while,
We gotta
David,
give you a
David
piece of
says.
the bait on our
Yes,
next show.
indeed you have, friend.
We'll be
I
playing
appreciate
Santa
it.
next. check with the
What's
box
amazing
office.
is
Here.
we've been doing this for
No one
33
said
months.
anything about
I'm
stealing
so glad you're still here.
Shut up, half man and half wit.
Bye-bye.
What I done to deserve you too?
But I completely understand now. I put off Odog, welcome back. I put off doing live streams for so long just because I didn't want to invest in all the gear you need, a capture card and a webcam and another mic, and then learning, you know, the learning curve to get online to compete with other live streamers in a professional capacity. It just seemed too difficult or overwhelming for me. Then I decided we could just do it. And we're doing it on the cheap right now. But, and we will fund the equipment through the live streams, through super chats and memberships. At any rate, David V, only Red Dead Redemption channel I watch or belong to. Well, I appreciate you being here, David. I appreciate your loyalty. You're an essential member of this channel and a great friend. At any rate, we will do a Thanksgiving stream tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit longer. I'm not exactly sure when it's going to be going up because I don't know when Sadie and I will get back from our Thanksgiving barbecue. But so it'll probably be a late night stream, and I hope to see all of you. Thank you for helping me with this chat and figuring out all the glitches in the audio mixes. David, home sweet home, my friend. I want this channel to be a home to you and to everyone watching. I want this to be a safe place. A safe place gets overused, but I want this to be a place where you're familiar and you have friendship and fellowship, and everyone knows your name. Albert Decker, thank you for the video, superantonio. See you all at the next one. Yes, indeed you will, which will be tomorrow. At any rate, that's a great place to end. Thank you, friends, for being here. I appreciate your views, and we shall see you again tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving.